Welcome back to the show. Back with Jamieson Wolf, doing a live tarot card reading here on the show. So thank you again for sticking around.
You're welcome.
So we've gone through the first, 5 cards. Yep. We came to the 6th card, and your reaction was, uh-oh.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Well, it depends.
Tell me about this card.
The Tower card usually represents crumbling of foundations.
Okay.
A lot of people view it in a negative way, but me being usually Mr. Positivity, I see it in a good way. Because sometimes there are foundations you build that are built out of survival, or they need to survive, right?
Right.
So they're built in a time of stress or trial, right? And so you don't need those anymore. For me, I see that card as a positive thing because it gives you the chance. If everything falls away, you have the chance to rebuild something new.
Okay. So kind of a rebirth moment
It's
for you.
What happens when the tree falls to the ground? It's kind of like the seed comes out from the ashes.
Right.
So I view it as a new opportunity for growth and for change.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
It shakes a lot of people up.
Yeah.
A lot of people's like, oh well, crap. Well, there we go. I'm done. But
everything's done. Yeah. I'm finished. No, I like the way, because I think you can look at it as both, and sometimes something negative or tragic happens in your life, you can turn it into something positive, right?
Yeah.
And I've seen that with other people throughout my entire life. Is there a way to sort of connect all of these now?
Well, there is.
Okay.
Actually, so the theme of your reading was the 3 of Pentacles, and that was working with other people to achieve what you need to do. So then I'm drawn to look at these 2 cards.
Okay.
So this is someone you'll work with. Probably younger, usually male, but it doesn't have to be because tarot is genderless.
Right.
So just a younger person. Now, this is you in your reading. So this is somebody who's artistic, who is driven towards arts, who is very introspective. And whereas the Father of Swords is not introspective at all. He looks out, he sees, he knows. So
interesting.
Maybe you'll be training somebody, maybe you'll be like a protege, could be.
I see.
What I like about the 2 of them together is cups are emotions, and swords are the mind, right?
Okay.
So you'll be using your mind to help the person probably deal with something emotional, maybe having to do with a tower.
So that tower might not necessarily be me. It could be somebody else, and I need to be there to support them. Is that?
Well, yeah. This is what you need to focus on going forward. So tarot's weird that way. You might ask a question and won't get the right answer, or the answer you want. Maybe it answers your question only partially, or not at all.
Right. That first card again. So that. I guess you can feel encouraged and confident that along this journey that I'm on, that I won't be alone.
No,
that's what that's saying.
You'll have people to help you. Probably this person, whoever this is. And what I love about tarot too is this is my interpretation. And then you have to sit with the cards yourself and look at them at a later date. And then usually I do my readings within 6 months time frame.
Okay.
So maybe next week, take them out and see what you think they mean.
Interesting. Can people do their own readings? How long would it take for somebody to, they find maybe a deck that speaks to them?
Yep.
How long would it take for you to sort of teach yourself, or are there workshops? Do you teach?
I've been asked to teach, so that may be something in the future.
Okay.
But for me, when I got my first tarot deck, I thought it had to be looked up in the book, and that was it. Look up the meaning and I'm done, but it didn't click with me. I realized that reading cards, you read what you see. So I read without guidebooks usually, which anyone can learn. Very simple. Pick up a deck and really spend time with the cards and see what you think they mean.
Oh, I see. Because I guess it's like anything, right? You can, especially when it comes to art and things, you can interpret things in your own way, and maybe certain cards speak to you differently than, like if I started doing readings myself, I may interpret these cards differerently than you. Is that fair to say?
That's fair. Every tarot reader is different. There are some readers, I was joking with my husband before coming on here, but I was like, I knew some readers the happy sun card, someone will die, and this card, that's horrible. So it depends on how you approach the reading, right?
We talked about this off the top, but I just wanted to reiterate. So if I'm coming to a reading for somebody like yourself, do I prepare myself in any particular way, Jamieson?
Just have a open frame of mind, and have a non-yes or no question.
Right.
or I'll sit and talk with you, about what kind of question you want to ask or what you're dealing with at the moment.
What do you say to skeptics? Because let's be honest, people are watching right now. They're like, "Oh, here we go." I'm doing tarot card readings, and I've been very fortunate in that I've spoken to many over the years, and you still have the cynics out there. What do you say to somebody that doesn't necessarily believe in this type of reading?
Well, I didn't believe in tarot when I first started.
Okay.
I was like, whatever, okay, didn't believe it. But then I remember drawing one card, the Nine of Swords, which is a pretty awful card.
Okay.
No matter how you slice it.
Right.
And I ignored it, drew another card for something happy. It ended up being a Nine of Swords day. Just everything that could go wrong did go wrong. So it was like, okay, I'll pay attention next time.
Right.
So just be open. Just be honest with yourself, and if you're not into it, that's okay.
Right.
There are lots of people that are.
Yeah, of course. And you're still doing readings to this day. How can people get in touch with you? What's the best way to get in touch with you?
Go to my website, spiritofthewolf.com, and there's a way to send an email and reach out. Or I'm on Facebook too, Spirit of the Wolf. Spirit of the Wolf Tarot, yeah.
Spirit of the Wolf Tarot. Jamieson, really appreciate you spending time and doing this. This has been really fascinating. And something what I love about it is I can walk away thinking about everything that we just talked about. And maybe there's something I need to improve upon, or maybe there's a rebirth just around the corner.
I think you're good. Just watch out for this one and how you feel.
You got it. We'll be back with more Daytime right after this. Don't go anywhere.